What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel Fosterthepicker. My name is Dustin. If you haven't read the title already, first of all, I don't know why you clicked on this video, but in that title it should have said something like traded an Xbox for thousands of dollars in video games. Yeah, that's happening. I happened to find one of these brand new Xbox Series S's on the shelf at Walmart, and I paid $320 after tax for it, and we're trading it for thousands of dollars in video games today. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you like this video, hit that like button. No, rather, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, because you don't want to miss any single episode that gets uploaded to this channel. And without further ado, let's go get all these damn video games. Alright guys, so we are here, and just a pro tip for y'all. You always got to meet at a Goodwill. When you meet people off Facebook Marketplace and do any kind of deals like this, always meet them at a Goodwill or a Salvation Army or Volunteers of America, somewhere where you can thrift so you can double the chances of getting stuff, right? I mean, say the Facebook Marketplace doesn't show up. Obviously this is a pretty big one, but say, you know, you're selling something small to somebody, they don't show up, you're still at a place to make profit. So big tip for you guys. So now I think we're just in the waiting game. We're waiting to see him show up, and hopefully I can give a lot of this good stuff on footage for y'all. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. I know I haven't showed it to you yet. Brand spanking new.
Cool. I looked at every single one of those, and there's not a game.
Not a game in them.
What the hell is it gonna
Even if it don't have the games in it.
Yeah, seriously. And that's
Right, yeah. Right. Or whatever they're called, wave birds. I love those ones. Oh nice, they got the foam packing and stuff on it too. Yeah, very cool. Golly, it's so cold out here, man. Woo. I'm sitting here trying to grab games and my hands are all clenching up and stuff.
Yeah.
You know where the Mega Mans were? Those were the ones that were excited me. Those were the ones that really excited me. Yeah, I was like, oh, I love Mega Man.
Me too. Those are my prizes.
A fist bump or elbow bump or something like that. Yeah, dude, they played amazing yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back home, and I have went through everything so far, and it took me a few hours to go through this stuff. As you've seen, there was a crap ton of it, like a lot, a very, very large majority, more than I even thought was actually there initially with the pictures. But I kind of separated it, so the games I separated, $20 plus, are in a certain pile that I'll show you now, and then I'll just give you a brief glance of everything else that's between $10 and $19. So, and then I'll give you guys the breakdown of exactly what I think I'm going to make off this trade, and I think you're going to be very, very surprised, because I know I was. I wasn't expecting this much at all. So my favorite part about this whole trade was these Sega sports pads and the 3D glasses. Now, guys, these things right here, if I knew they worked 100%, which I'm going to try to figure out a way to test them. I'm not 100% sure if you can use these on the Genesis or not. I got my buddy Henry, as you guys know, if you've watched the channel long enough, he's got multiple consoles. He'll be able to help me out with that as far as testing those. If those are tested working, they do have the inserts inside the box. We're looking at about $80 a piece on these, and then about $120 to $150 on the 3D glasses, which is absolutely insane. Now these are tested. I've already went through and tested the ones. This does not work, so that'll be about 25 bucks after fees and ship. $90 the SNES, and it works. I think maybe I priced that at 80. Anyway, the N64 does work, comes with 2 controllers, GameCube with 1 controller. Something that's very unique, so we got drum pedals here. Normally these drum pedals aren't worth very much, but what is very unique and something you guys need to keep an eye out for is this little channel switch that allows people to put 2 drum pedals together to get the double bass. Now this piece right here alone is a $60 item. $60 to $80 is what I've seen it go for. So comfortably I can say that between the adapter and both of these pedals, I'm going to be getting about $100 after fees and shipping, because the pedals sell for about 25 to 30 bucks free. I'm going to bundle this with this to try to move them together. It's going to make it a little easier on me. Threw this in at the last moment. It's a little fighter stick. They sell for between $20 or $25 to $30 with shipping on top. So that'll be about a $20 price tag. We obviously have the PS2 and the PS1. PS2 is going to come with 2 controllers, and the PlayStation 1 is going to come with 3. So I think I gave a $40 tag on that and a $70 tag on this. There's the rest of those mega cartridge cases. I'm not 100% sure what exactly I'm going to do with those yet, as they're really not a whole bunch of value. So I might make maybe one big lot of cases and manuals for somebody to pick up on eBay at a good price. Now here we're getting into all of the games that are within $10 to $19 range. So we have a crap ton of N64, a whole bunch of PlayStation 1, and quite a few NES games as well. And then obviously these ones actually have their games. He had 3 of them. Those are about 15-ish a piece. And then we have even more NES games over here. Something that's kind of crazy is when I went through and got the value on all 7 of these guitars, the value actually added up on those guitars to exactly, I mean, $320. And I mean, I'm cushioning. I'm putting this stuff at a way lower price, or well, I wouldn't call it way lower, but I'm definitely leaving some meat on the bone per se to the actual price I'm quoting myself, just so I know that it can only go up. Now after doing all 7 of those guitars and adding the value up, it came out to exactly 320 bucks. So just to kind of put it into some context, if I sell all those and get $320, all 7 of those guitars, we are talking about everything else you're seeing is completely free to me, because it only cost me $320 for that Xbox Series S. But now let's get into the real big hitters, the games. Alright guys, so this one was actually very unique. Now this is complete. The box has a little bit of wear, but it's really not that bad when you consider some of these really get torn up over time. Now this one is between $50 to $90. I mean, there was a lot of varying ranges. I'm not exactly sure why it varied so much. I might have to do some more research on that, but that was a huge score there. Now the rest of these were, you know, 20 bucks ish. There was nothing real big there. As you all know, like Mario Kart's a good game, about 30 to 40 bucks. $30 a piece for the Zeldas, 25 to 30 for that, $20 for that. And I think this one was actually kind of unique. It was like a $25 or $30 game, the Exotica Cruising. And one that really stood out to me on the NES was Indiana Jones Last Crusade. This game sells for between $45 and $50 by itself. Alright, so to go through some of these games, we have Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, and Mega Man 2. All 3 of these should bring home roughly about $20 to $25-ish after fees and shipping. And so that's $75 just in games right there in those 3. Castlevania is about a $30 game. Rampage is close to $20. Super Mario 3, $20. Link and Zelda, the gold editions, I think Zelda is a $20, and Link's kind of a little bit more rare, so it's about a $25 game. This game kind of surprised me. Space Shuttle Project, that's about a $22 to $23 game, free shipping on eBay. And then we have right here Turtles Manhattan Project. So this game right here sells for about $30. And this one also surprised me, and this is why you check all your games. Mike Tyson Punch-Out, a $30 to $35 game in itself. We have The X-Files, Final Fantasy Chronicles, Riven, the sequel to Myst, Final Fantasy VII, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Now this is a pretty good game here, between $45 and $50 for that one. Final Fantasy Anthology, that's roughly, for it being a black label game, it's close to $30. Final Fantasy IX, Tecmo Super Bowl, which is, like I said, this is why you check every game, $20 to $25 for a football game. Now typically people don't know this kind of stuff, you know, they think it's $1 or so. Honestly, I thought it was $1 or so till I looked it up. Turns out it's worth $20 to $25. Metal Gear Solid, now this is about a $30 game too. And this one's teetering the edge. Grand Theft Auto, the original Grand Theft. I've seen a few of them sell for $20. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to get 20 bucks out of it. So as you can see, I got a massive amount of stuff from this trade. It was in a very successful trade, and something I want to tell you guys is, if you ever happen to come across one of these and happen to do something like this, you have to stay resilient. I had a million messages come through, and honestly, it was kind of a sigh of relief to finally get a deal done. Just the amount of time it takes to answer each and individual person, and the multitude of really bad deals is just crazy. So you have to stay resilient, you have to stay to your guns, you know what you need out of the item, and you go get it. Now I definitely got more, and right now I'm going to go ahead and hit you with the number. We're looking at over $2,400 worth of inventory that I just sourced from spending $320 on an Xbox Series S. Absolutely killer deal that this guy had given me, and obviously it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort. Like I said, I've already put a few hours into separating everything, testing the consoles, getting the good inventory pushed out first. That's the reason why I separated all that. So obviously it's going to take me a lot of time to go through this and get it listed and get it sold, but I'm good at that. I'm definitely good in this niche of games. I can move through, burn and turn these things like crazy. So I'm very, very excited to get started on all of this stuff and to start the ball rolling on the profits. If you guys enjoyed this massive score, please hit the like button down below, as well as the subscription button, so you don't miss the follow-up to this video, in which I'm going to take the massive amount of games that didn't hit the mark, the $10 mark, and I'm going to take those to a game store, trade them in, and we're going to see what we can get from the game store to add on to this profit, because that's not even included into my $2,400 profit that I just told you about. Well, it's a $2,100 profit if you take the $300 off the top. But if you guys liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, encourage others, develop yourself, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.